What's going on, everybody? This your man Lucky. I'm back with another one. Listen, fellas, life is tough. We all know that. As men, life is tough. We're gonna go through a lot. We're gonna go through our ups, downs, good, bad, highs, lows. We're gonna go through all of that stuff. It's part of life. I get it. We thought life is just supposed to be smooth. It's supposed to be easy going, right? You do what you're supposed to do and everything else is going to fall in line. No, it does not work like that, okay? You're going to get thrown all type of stuff during your lifetime, okay? Things that you didn't ask for. People are going to violate you. People are going to disrespect you. People are going to cross your boundaries. I mean, it's going to be a whole lot of stuff that you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to deal with the people that you thought had your best interests at heart. You're going to realize that they don't. The people that you thought would be your most loyal people to you, they're not. You understand what I'm saying? You get into situations to where, hey, we're a team. You find out that you're a team of one. You're the only one on the team. You're the only one that was playing by the rules. It can tear you down. It can break you. You understand? I get it. Been there, done that. But you can't let it break you. Okay? Now look, from time to time when we go through what we go through, okay, we gotta grow through it. But as we go through it, it's going to weaken you. Just because you're having a moment of weakness, it doesn't mean that you are a weak person. We all are gonna have moments of weakness. Now, when I say moment, I don't mean it's gonna be just a short period of time. Your moment could be a week, depending on what happens. Your moment could be a month, depending on what happens. Your moment could be a year or two, depending on what happened. But what you have to understand is it's not what it is that happened, it's how you handle it. Tough times make tough men, and we must understand this. You're not going to become a tough man just by reading books and watching videos and things of that nature, right? Those things can teach you. They're knowledgeable. But until you actually go through something, will you fully understand? It's just like my car. My car is a manual. I drive a stick. I drive a 6-speed, okay? Prior to me driving a stick shift, I watched people drive stick shifts. You know, I knew how they hit the gas, the clutch, the brake, how they shift the gears and all of that. I knew the concept, but I never did it. The first car that I bought was a manual transmission, and I had never driven a stick before in my life. I just saw people drive, and I was intrigued by it, and I would just watch them drive. I bought the car, and then the guy that I bought the car from was like, hey, I just want to watch my car just drive off, for the last time, just, for memory's sake. And I was just like, oh man, I didn't tell him that I don't know how to drive a stick. You know what I mean? So it was my first time, driving a stick. I got in, I got lucky, okay? Stepped on the gas, eased off the clutch, man, and everything just went fine. Made it to the stop sign at the corner, and I stalled out like 3 or 4 times. So I don't know if everything just worked out the first time because somebody was watching me. I'm not really sure what happened. But once I was out of his sight, got to the stop sign and stopped, when I went to make that left turn, I stalled out, like on a major street too. So, it was kind of embarrassing. And then the pressure was on me because now cars were coming and I'm like, oh man, the car wouldn't start nor, But what I'm saying is you have to go through and experience things in life, the tough times, the hardships, the trials and tribulations. You have to know what that feels like. So understand when you're going through it, when you're in a situation, you're going to learn from it. But that real life experience is what is going to make you. Anything in theory sounds good. I think Mike Tyson said it. Everybody got a plan till you get punched in the face. You understand? I've been in situations that prior to me being in the situation, I was like, man, if that was me, I would do this. Man, if that was me, I would do that. And then when I found myself in the exact same situation that I already said what I would do if I was in that situation, I totally did not do what I said that I would do if I was in that situation. It's different. Tough times make tough men. You got to go through certain things, man, to really have a full understanding of what you're dealing with. So take that into consideration when you're talking to somebody and they're telling you about whatever it is, right? Have they actually gone through it and experienced what it is that they're trying to talk to you about, what it is that they're trying to advise you about, what it is that they're trying to guide you through? Have they actually been in it? And did they actually get the results that you're trying to get? People would tell you how to respond or how to, what to do in certain situations, but is what they're telling you to do going to get in the results that you are trying to get? Tough times make tough men. Guys, I've been in some situations that I never thought I would be in. I've been in some situations that once I was in it, I never thought I would get out of it. I've been in situations that have got me down, broke, busted, and disgusted, depressed, anxious, all of that stuff. I never knew, man, let me tell you something. I used to hear people talk about depression. Oh, man, depression this, depression that. And I used to be like, man, people just weak. People just weak. Until I was in, like, what I think was a state of depression. I was like, yo, I think this is, like, what people are talking about when they say, they're depressed and all of that, Different people are going to handle things differently. You got to be real with yourself and know where you are in certain situations. Don't act like you don't have feelings, okay? People would tell you all the time, well, you a man, you got to be tough all the time and all of this and stuff and blah, 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 all of that, right? Y'all know how I do blah, blah, blah. Guys, it will get you down. Being a man is tough, but tough times make tough men. Look, I'm not going to keep going on and on about it. Just understand you got to go through things. Whatever it is that you're going through it, and how you respond to whatever it is going on, you're gonna come out a stronger man on the other side. You have to understand that. Don't get to a point where you're just so weak that you're ready to give up. No, you keep pushing. A boxer who gets ready for a big fight, you think they just wake up one morning and they ready for that fight? No, they've trained for it. They train for it. How do they train? They lift weights, they run, they jog, they do their cardio. They also spar. They get in the ring with a sparring partner. They actually fight. It's like a practice fight. This is how they learn the proper moves, the proper technique, how to handle when a punch is coming this way, how to handle when a punch is coming. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Race car drivers, they get out on the track and they drive. Basketball players, you think they just show up, you know what I'm saying, and get on the court without practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing? No, you get stronger in life by going through life. You can't run from it. You gotta face the thing. Listen, it's going to get easier the better you get at it, okay? It's going to seem like it's easier because you're better at it. But the tough times, the trials, the tribulations, and all of that, you're gonna learn from it. Hopefully, you don't make the same mistakes or find yourself in the same situations over and over and over again. But if you do, hopefully you learned a little bit from the first time, and then you can handle the second time a little bit better. Don't keep going through the same things in life, man, and expecting things to be different. Don't handle the situation the same. You understand? You got to learn from it. Take the L from the first one, take the loss, the lesson, whatever you learned, however you want to look at it, and do better the second go around. I'm not saying don't do it a second time. I'm simply saying learn from the first time if you're going to do it a second time. Some people just give up and say, nah, I'm never doing that again. You start a business, the business doesn't work out, you're never going to go into business again. Nah, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. Now, if you started a business and you don't like running a business or whatever, that's fine. But I'm saying, if you start a business and that business fails, it's okay. If you want to start another business, just learn from whatever mistakes you made from the first business and don't carry that into the second business. But trust me, that second business, you'll be a whole lot smarter, more knowledgeable, more educated, knowing what not to do, at least, that caused the first business to fail, okay? You should be able to learn patterns. You see, okay, this happened the first time. Oh, wow, I see this happening the second time. Let me navigate a little bit differently because I know what happened the first time. Don't be scared to try something a second time if that's what you really want to do. But you got to go through those tough times. The tough times make tough men. They make you better suited for your next step in life. You ever see somebody who gets all the way up to the top, but they didn't really have to work for it and they lose it all? It's because they didn't work for it. They weren't prepared. Tough times make tough men. So this is part of the process, guys. You got to go through it, man. It's all right. I get it, man. It got you down right now. That person that you thought was going to be loyal wasn't loyal. That woman that you thought was going to be faithful wasn't faithful. Whatever the case is. That coworker dimed you out. Whatever the case is, that supervisor that you thought was going to look out for you didn't look out for you, wrote you up, got you fired. Whatever the case is, you're going to go through tough times. Learn from them. Guys, I'm not going to say it again. Tough times make tough men. Y'all be good. I'll catch you on the next one.